fantasy on starting Tyreek Hill, like on Nicole Hartman. That's all that does.
And just to note, Frank Gore is questionable. So
shit, their best player is questionable.
Matt, expect a phone call. You might be lacing it up.
Oh boy, Frank Gore is their best offensive player.
Yeah, they're in trouble.
Oh my God. Oh, that team is so bad. I'm sorry. All right, let's move forward, guys. Let's move forward. LA Rams traveling to Miami to take on Tua time. It is Tua time in Miami, baby. Miami is the underdogs at home, plus 3.5. Over under is 46. Rueter, it is Tua time, man. This is your team. I am very curious to hear your thoughts on this game, bro.
Well, my thoughts are that I am shocked that the Dolphins chose right now to let Tua take the reins. Although coming off of a bye week, so there's a lot of time for preparation, I'm surprised that they decided to let him go against the Rams front seven is my only surprise. I'm not Ryan Fitzpatrick shocked and heartbroken surprised, but I am surprised nonetheless that this was the week that they chose to unleash him upon the world. And I think that the Dolphins lose this game. I don't think that, unfortunately, Tua is going to win in his debut. I think they're going to try to keep it simple with him, if I'm being honest, with no offseason, coming off of an injury, not having any time to kind of mold with any of his teammates. I think they're going to keep it simple, and I think the Rams are going to take advantage of that, and you're going to see the Dolphins struggle to put up points against a pretty damn good Rams front seven. Although the Rams, they have at times been maybe more than any team in the league, a team where you never know what you're going to get on a week-to-week basis with this team. They've been a little bit inconsistent, which is not the Sean McVay that we're used to. That might be a product of having Goff at quarterback. I like Goff a lot. I think he's underappreciated, but sometimes inconsistent. All that being said, I don't think that the Dolphins have what it takes to compete with this Rams team. Even with the 3.5 points, I don't think that the Dolphins can compete offensively. And even if they do put up some points, I'm also not convinced that they can do anything with the set of receivers that the Rams have. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go with the Rams and give me the Rams even at minus 3.5 points, probably by a score of around 28-20. And if I'm wrong, then I'm pleasantly surprised as a Dolphins fan. But if I'm right, hey, put one in the book for the good guys, right?
Hey, listen, I like what you did there, Rueter. I like how you hedged your bets right there, man. That's smart.
I can't go wrong this weekend now with the game.
Yeah, I respect that. I see this game playing out in two different ways. All right, I've seen two versions of this game. There's the version where Tua, the awesome rookie quarterback that we all thought was going to be awesome, and he comes in and he's exactly that. He's awesome. He goes out, he throws for 250-plus yards, 2 touchdowns, maybe rushes for a touchdown, and, they go out and gives Miami a victory, and you guys are hot and, right in the division and could possibly win it. And then I see the other version of this game where Tua is, a broken hip away, and he's going up against fucking Aaron Donald, the man-eating fucking monster he is, and then also Jalen Ramsey, who's been playing outstanding football, and he kind of just stinks it up, man. Like you throw him into, like, you talk about baptism by fire, like fuck Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey, that is tough, man. I think the Rams win this game. I hope that Tua can perform and be very, very good, because I want this kid to succeed so bad. And but I think this Rams team wins this game. I think that it could get ugly. I'm going to go with a score of 30, and I'm going to give the Dolphins 13. I'm hoping I'm wrong as well, Rueter. I really do. I want Tua and his Miami Dolphins team to play awesome, and I really want them to go out and put out a show. But I just think that throwing them out there against two of like the top 10, maybe top 5 defensive players in the league is a tough task to accomplish.
One other small side note, and I'm sorry if I'm stepping on Matt's toes here, kind of jumping back in before I finish. Not at all. Before I finish my thought there. He has
strong toes.
He has strong. Good thing, because I just stomped all over him right there.
Iron toes.
One thing that I forgot to mention is that the Dolphins locker room, that might be an interesting little piece there too, because they might be a little bit divided here, because there was some real support after Ryan threw his little crybaby act after the announcement was made. And the locker room kind of stood by him, and there was a lot of support. Ryan Fitzpatrick was a very well-liked player. Sad thing is, so is Tua. It's not the knock on this kid. It's not his fault that they're kind of thrust into this position. But with that being said, I'm interested to see kind of how the locker room comes out and reacts as well. I have to assume professionalism, but just that's another interesting thing to take into consideration, and further plays into my belief that I think the Rams take this one.
Yeah, this was what I knew Tua. I had a feeling Tua was going to start at some point this year. I figured maybe after the Rams game, maybe that'd probably be the best bet. Not smart to bring a kid in like that. Against, like it's been said many times, Aaron Donald. I'd honestly have a little bit more faith in Miami if Fitzpatrick was starting. We don't know what Tua brings to the world of the National Football League. We know what he did in college. Very successful, very highly valued, of course. But Fitzpatrick has been Fitz magic honestly the most this year. And he kept it close. You look at some of the games he's kept it close. He kept it close to Buffalo. He helped the Dolphins keep it close to Buffalo. They were leading throughout the fourth quarter. They kept it close to Seattle, which is a big deal. That doesn't happen. I mean, I know Seattle defensively isn't like this great world-breaking team, and it's not the best defense. If they put DK Metcalf out there, maybe they'd be a little bit better. But they kept it close to Seattle with against Russell Wilson, who's probably the leading MVP candidate right now. So I don't know what to make of Tua. Honestly, I'd stay away from the point spread in this one personally. I think the Rams are going to win it, though, and maybe make the Dolphins question. Well, maybe not. I don't know. I think they have a real opportunity to win the AFC East here this season. I really do, and this is baffling to me. So I'm going to go to the Rams. I'm going to agree with Bryce at the 30 score, and I'm going to give the Dolphins 21. I'm going to give them some garbage time in that regard. So that would mean I'm taking the over on that one as well. But, yeah, Rams over Dolphins in this one. But I definitely would have had a little bit more faith if Fitzmagic was out there.
All right. Big one in Buffalo. The Buffalo Bills will be taking on their arch nemesis, the New England Patriots. And Buffalo is favored in this game -4. Over under is 40.5. Matt, what are you thinking, bro?
Oh, man. I don't know what to think. And this is obviously the worst New England Patriots team I've seen in a long time, a very long time. But this Buffalo Bills team is not impressive. At least the last couple of weeks, I feel like it's a night and day difference. They played Tennessee, they played Kansas City, and their entire aura, I guess, just kind of changed. I mean, legit, the Jets were beating them for the half of football last week. That should never happen. If this team's supposed to be a Super Bowl contender and everybody's hyping them up like they should, I'm just not seeing it. Now, granted, New England's offense is like I said, it's pretty bad. No Julian Edelman, no N'Keal Harry this week. They're out. Yeah. But I think defensively they could provide some challenges for Buffalo. I really do. And they do have James White. The Patriots have James White. So, I mean, he's a fantastic rushing quarterback. Or not rushing, just a running back. Cam Newton is a pretty good rushing quarterback when he can get going. And after last week, you might think he's maybe a little bit more motivated. Perhaps. This Bills defense, this rush defense is porous. I'm taking the under on this one. I think it's going to be a close one. I don't think it's going to, I don't think the Bills offense is going to come out and beat the piss out of the New England Patriots. I'm going to go 17-10 Buffalo.
Okay.
17-10 Buffalo.
Rueter, you like that?
Yeah, I like that a lot, actually. I think that what's been most puzzling about this Bills team is simply that they haven't been able to put together a complete game all season. And by that, I mean when their offense shows up, their defense doesn't show up. When their defense shows up, their offense doesn't seem to show up. And you never quite know what you're going to get out of this team. The surprise, of course, there is that the offense came to play in a big way, particularly early in the season, whereas the defense has struggled for most of the year. And really, they've only shown up against teams with, as we've talked about, teams like the New Jersey Jets, who have been just awful offensively this year. So what I wanted to mention about this game that strikes me is I was able to watch Cam for the first time for a full game this season. And I shouldn't say it for the second time I watched him. And this time around, he looked like the Cam from a season and a half ago where he was struggling to get the ball and push it more than maybe 15 yards downfield. I thought perhaps that was due to injury in the past when he was having those struggles. And I was a big defender of Cam and a big fan of the Patriots bringing him in. And I was very surprised when it took him that long to find a suitor. With that being said, he just looked bad last week. He just simply looked.
Last couple weeks.
He's just looked very, very bad. And that's surprising to me, if I'm being honest. He was a guy where I really thought he would turn it around this year. I thought he was going to really help put the Patriots into a position to make a deep run. And after he picked him up, I even thought to myself, wow, he might even give the Bills some trouble this year, despite the fact that the Bills are supposed to be very good. This might change things. And now I don't see it changing things. I like the Bills to win this game. And as a matter of fact, I think if they can get that Bills team to show up, and this could be a statement game before the schedule really gets tough. I agree that it's going to be low scoring, particularly with all the injuries on the Patriots side, but give me the Bills here like 27-17. I think the Bills win this game. That Patriots offense, I think, is going to be really bad.
Yeah, and I kind of posted on Facebook earlier in the week, like, this is the first time in my football watching life that I've ever seen a bad Patriots team.
Well, Bryce, what are you, like 18 years old?
I'm actually 19, thank you.
19 years old, okay.
Yeah.
Well, at your age, I could imagine how you'd see that. I have lived through some days that I would consider the glory days of my football watching career back in the 90s when my team was good.
Oh, your hero, Dan Marino?
Oh, you're damn straight. And back then...
be your hero, baby.
Oh, that was nice. That was soft. That was gentle. I like that.
Yeah, but Bryce has an angelic voice. He has an angelic voice.
Listen.
He's been called the songbird of our generation.
Go ahead. You got that. Go ahead.
But with that being said, I just want it noted that the Patriots were terrible for a long time in the Steve Grogan era. So they weren't always great. But yeah, all right. I'm sorry. I stepped on your toes as well.
No, that was perfect. Yeah, you know what? The Patriots have been kicking, like, we're all AFC fans, and like all of our teams are in the AFC, and they've been kicking our ass like for the last 20 years. And you would think, you know, and I feel the same thing, Matt. Like it's fuck Boston. Like it's fuck Boston all day. You already know how
we're an underdogs. We're an underdog city. Boston's underdog. No, you're not. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Celtics, Red Sox, Patriots,
fuck them all. Fuck them all.
Bruins,
fuck 'em all. Yeah. Bruins.
Yeah, come on.
Fuck them all. Just fuck Boston.
Boston versus everybody.
I'm going to trade Mookie Betts. Like, what the fuck? I'm sorry. So, you know, but it doesn't feel vindicated for me because only one half of like the dynamic duo is there taking these lumps right now. Tom Brady is in fucking Tampa Bay right now getting fucking suntans at 8 o'clock in the morning and eating avocado ice cream on a beach while Bill Belichick is the only one that's taking these lumps. And I don't feel vindicated by it. It doesn't feel as good as it should. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's Cam Newton, who I enjoy watching. I'm a Cam Newton fan. He's the one that has to go through, let's call it what it is. This is a tanking season at this point. And he's the one that has to get his ass kicked behind a terrible New England team. Like, this is not a good team at all. No. Julian Edelman is your best receiver, and he's like 35. He can run two routes, a slant and a fucking dig route.
The other slant boy.
N'Keal Harry is terrible as a second year receiver. They have like 4 running backs who are like all the same dude but different colors. And then their defense all like said, no, I'm not playing. COVID. Fuck that. Stephon Gilmore, he caught COVID, and now he's probably out for this game. Buffalo's going to beat the shit out of this team, bro. This is what it's for this is for Bills Mafia, y'all. Like, y'all know how I feel about Buffalo. I really don't rock with Buffalo Bills team.
Hell no.
But
hell no.
Bills Mafia, I'm rocking with y'all this week, man. I hope y'all beat the dog shit out of this team. I'm going to say 34 points. The Patriots score 14. And the only hope is that the Bills still can't figure out how to stop the run. They just didn't figure out how to tackle guys that runs up the middle against them. Hopefully they got it figured out, and I'm going to have confidence that